There are stories in the wind and in the water and on shore. There are stories in the wilds, in the smiles, and in the score. There are stories in your language, in your sheds, and in the stones. There are stories in your feet, and on the street, and in your bones. There are stories in the garden, and more stories in your voice. There are stories lost and stories found, and ones that will rejoice in being told and being bold and being new and being old. There are ones that will be broken, made of dust, yet made of gold. Some stories must be searched for. Some will cry and call. Some are very quiet. Some cause riots. Some are tall. Some are very black. Some are distant blue. Some are in the nave, or in the cave, or told in clues. There are stories in the north, and in the south, and east, and west. There are stories in the patterns, in the stitches, in the mess of things we waste, of things we hate, of things we love or we neglect, in things we fear, and things we cheer, and things that we respect. There are stories on the edge, and where things fledge, and where things end. There are stories in the wake, and in the break, and in the wend. Stories here from far away, and stories here from near. Stories from the fringe, in the swing, in atmosphere. There are stories in the glory, in the gory, transitory, auditory, allegory. There are stories in the stories. Listen. Drawn from deep within these sands, and on the wind from far-flung lands, here are stories from our lowlands, in our highlands, on the island, and in your hand.